again. Hello, everyone. Caught off guard. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Mary Mary Season 6 episode. This is only episode 4? They ain't even got to Israel yet. Lord Jesus, it's gonna be a long ass season. Okay, anywho. This camera's too close, so, I'm always fixing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Bear with me as usual. So, yeah, today's episode 4. It was an easy episode. I don't even think much happened. I honestly don't. I recorded it, watched it, recorded and watched it. Yeah, I recorded it, then watched it. Took a few notes. And I was like, I thought of like cleaning up and stuff. And I'm like, I don't think much happened on this episode. It kind of felt like a filler episode for most of it. We got to see some stuff. It was real simple. Honestly, it was really just about them trying to plan going to the Africa trip and then going to the Manchester trip. That really was all it was about. It was kind of weird. It's like something happened, but nothing happened, but something happened, but nothing happened. Yeah, the most entertainment I got, honestly, was from the end of the episode when they had Goo Style, because I'm a big girl, you know what I'm saying, right, for the big girls, and she was doing little fashion tips and stuff, and I love clothes and fashion and stuff. I was like, I should start doing my own, like, daily, because I, like, on my Instagram, Jaylee's Corner, I post, like, today's look, the kind of clothes that I get up and I wear to work and everything. And I'm like, I can do my own little thing too. My closet is full of stuff. I got all kind of stuff, all kind of shoes and clothes and dresses and pants and shirts and all kinds of stuff. So that was the most entertaining part to me. But let's just go through this episode. I don't think this is going to be a long video. So it did start off with the Marys, Tina and Eric at the studio, and they were waiting on Warren to get there. So this little piece is going to probably drive me crazy, but just ignore it. We're going to let that fall, because it will drive me crazy to sit there, but whatever. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, my God. So, tuck it behind. You can't just tuck it behind. So, yeah, Tina and Eric are waiting at the studio for Warren to get there, so they can kind of finish working on that song. What's the song called? Whatever the song is called that they're going to perform in Israel, the new Mary Mary song. And I'm like, but y'all just sitting there chit-chatting. As we see, it's because Warren is late. Warren isn't there yet. But I'm like, y'all can't do no warm-up vocals. Y'all can't work on no riffs, no nothing. Y'all just going to sit there and wait. So, yeah, they just kind of sit there and wait. And, they're talking about the whole Manchester show and how they need the itinerary since they're going to Africa first. They're worried about the safety and the protection and stuff like that, since there was that terrorist attack in Manchester at the Ariana Grande concert. So they called their booking agent's office and everything, and the assistant to their booking agent is like, oh, he's in a meeting right now, but I can have him give you a call. And they like, look, we basically want the itinerary for the Manchester show as soon as possible. So, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're looking to get. And then they asked, well, what is the security procedure and the security precautions are going to be like in Manchester? And she was like, we don't know that yet. However, Warren might have that information since he brought us the idea. This is my thing when I said it was fake, but not fake. It wasn't fake because their reaction was like, Warren, who? Okay. But I'm like, did she say that on? It was just weird to me because I'm like, as an assistant, you wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you would say that. I don't. Because even though Warren brought the idea to the booking agent still does all the booking and you get all of that together. Warren didn't do any of that. He just said, hey, they want you to come. You have to book it and get the details of it in the itinerary. So that part to me was a little bit weird, but they were, extremely shocked, like, Warren, what? But he acting like he ain't know. So, of course, the secret's out the bag. So, Warren probably does get there, and they're like, why you was acting like you didn't know about the Manchester show when you did? And he kind of laughs, and he was like, look, it's because I kind of went through him, because not that many people really reaching out to book y'all. I'm like, you trying to play Mary Mary like that, Warren? But he then followed that up, and Tina was like, no, that's not true. we tell him, do not search out gigs for us. If they come in, they come in. That's fine. We can weave through them. But don't go searching for any Mary Mary gigs. And he was like, yeah, but the gigs is coming in. It's for less and less and less money. I can agree with that. Because, Mary Mary has not had, I think their last single was Go Get It. And that was from maybe 3 years ago. So even that's an old single. So, and y'all don't show any signs of getting back together. So I'm not saying nobody looking to book y'all, but I don't think y'all will be getting as much money if y'all had like a recent single out. Y'all can tour forever because y'all have hits by all means. Y'all do have the hits. But I agree with Warren a little bit saying y'all could get more bookings if y'all had more Mary Mary music. I kind of agree with that. I said in every video they should do a tour together. Tina Campbell, Erica Campbell, solo artist, featuring Mary Mary. Yes, that's the tour. Or Mary Mary featuring Erica and Tina, or whatever, however you want to word it. But, they know whatever they do. Warren was trying to insinuate that their brand is depleting or going down or, diminishing. And Tina like, that ain't true. No, it's not. And he was like, y'all ain't had a hit in a while. Not a hit. Y'all haven't had a song together in a while. And so they kind of end that conversation. And he like, okay, let's get to work. And she was like, no, I had an hour. You late. I got to go. I got other stuff I need to do. And she basically leaves. So that's what it was. We then see a little session of the girls, Tina and Erica at a dance session, learning their choreography for the show. And Erica brought her daughter because her daughter was, saying she was sick in school and kind of wanted to spend the day with her mom. But come to find out, when your kids are young, her daughter's 12, and did that weird, awkward stage when people act like they're your friends, but they're not your friends. So one minute you're all friendly, and the next minute they have a party you're not invited to it. So I guess someone, or a person who Krista thought was her friend isn't really her friend. So of course they're friends with her because she's 12. So, Tina and Erica was both talking to her, just letting her know, like, look, girls are going to do that. You have to just be confident, in yourself and not worry about that, let you know that you are a masterpiece made by God. I said, yes, Tina. Yes. Come through, auntie. Because I have a nephew and I tell him stuff like that too. Like, I tell him different stuff. Like, I'll say stuff like, if somebody mess with you, let them know your TT is crazy. And she come up to your school and go off on everybody. He laughs about it because he's 11. But yeah, it's good when you see, the parents of the child and also the aunts or uncles of children just being a positive influence and having positive conversations and instilling in them that they are great no matter what other kids around them may do. Because, kids can be cruel just for different reasons. And so that was a good thing. They were doing their little dance steps and everything. And come to find out, they didn't forget who sang what part of the songs. They dancing around. Tina don't know her part. Eric like, is that my part? And they kind of was a little bit confused. It was, kind of funny how they were kind of get that all figured out. So, the next thing we see is they are talking with their travel manager. As I said, this is a quick episode. They're talking to their travel manager who's trying to get them abreast to what time you have to be at the airport. These are international flights. This is the time where terrorism is going on. So, things can take longer than you expect. You can't get to a airport 30 minutes before your flight or an hour. You have to be there a couple hours before because you never know how long it'll take you to get to your gate. And so that, she's like, y'all plane don't leave until maybe like 1 something. And she's like, but I need y'all at the airport at 10. And Tina was like, what? Nope, I ain't gonna be there early. I'll get there when I get there. And for me, that's kind of disrespectful to the travel manager because she's not gonna tell you to get there early for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And as we see, they was giving Tina early time because Tina always late. So just think, if you tell Tina, like me, I'm always late. First to admit it. If I know my mom and my sister and everybody get pissed they get pissed, but they don't get pissed because they know that's how I am sometimes. I'm in my late all the time. Yes, I am. But, when a person's always late, you do tell them, hey, you give them an extra hour. say, hey, the party gonna start at 5. Party really start at 6 because they gonna get there at 6. So because they always late, so you tell them things are earlier to give them enough time to be late, because you say, hey, I need you to be here at 12. You can't be here past, you got to be here at 12. I'm thinking, okay, 12:15-ish will turn into 12:30 and hopefully not 12:45. And so that's what they were kind of doing with Tina. And Tina was kind of just being rude about it. Like, I'll get there when I get there, you know. And the travel manager's like, well, I've been traveling for years, and, you know, I know how to do this. And she was like, well, have you been traveling, you know, since these terror attacks? And she hasn't. And you're taking an international flight, so that is a little bit different. And, you know, for a moment, Tina and Erica kind of was bumping heads, because Tina was trying to talk to the travel manager. Then Erica was saying you need to listen to her. And, you know, you can tell they were a little bit aggravated with each other. But, you know, it's like you have to go over these flight times and these stage times, because you booked this extra show in Africa. So y'all have to get in certain places at a certain time. And then as they're going over, well, you know, the call time is this time, the stage time is this time. So after you got the stage and after you have, you know, this much time to get to the airport to make it to Manchester. And then Tina then say, who bright idea was to have us be in Africa for one day? Well, who was it? It was you, Al. Who? You. It was you, Tina. You said yes to this dang on booking. And Erica like, what you mean, who? It was you. And it was. And she was like, well, you know, I might have said yes first, but you could have said no, so I'm still mad at you, and I think it's your fault too, because you said yes second. That would have been the time the camera would have caught me going off on my sister. Because first of all, you said yes to this show. For one, you said yes without talking to me. When you brought it to me, I said how I really didn't want to do it because it's my anniversary. You kept on saying we should go to Africa, we should go to Africa, and now we going. So you can't get mad that now we're going, and it's gonna be a stressful situation going from plane to plane, from the stage to the plane to the hotel. It's all on you, baby girl. But I was like, excuse my French, the fuck is what I thought when she said it. So they show Tina at home, and she's kind of in her. I'm like, is she in the mood? Why is she so angry right now? And she's getting the kids, I guess, ready for school or to go wherever. I'm guessing to school. And you know, once the kids are gone, her and Teddy are talking, and she's saying one of her kids. I say one of her kids. I like saying kids' names because I don't want kids getting mixed up when the show isn't about the kids. So yeah, that's why I say kids. But one of her children's grades is slipping. She was getting a D in something. And she was like, yeah, I wasn't so mad at her. That it was once a C, then it went down to a D. I told her, don't make no dumb effort. And I'm like, so you saying D is for dumb? You call your daughter dumb? Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that. And she's like, so I went off on her for 20 minutes. I am a firm believer that going off on children because of a grade sometimes is not effective, depending on the reason for them having their grade slip, because sometimes going off on them will not be motivational. I think the first thing is to figure out, why is the grade slipping? Like, what's going on with you that you got a dang on D? Like, I mean, I got a D before, I think, when I was in school a long time ago. I passed my English class as a senior in high school with a D minus, but it was because I skipped school every day. Well, I didn't skip school. The class was like 8th hour, the last hour of the day. I was a senior in high school. I had a job. I was like, I ain't going to that damn class. I'm not going to be in school all day. I got to go to work. I'll just turn in my work and, you know, do it that way. Little did I know, part of my grade was for attendance. So because I had missed like the whole school year. I had to, you know, do an extra term paper, like a 15-page paper. I think I wrote it on crack cocaine back in 2000. What effects of crack cocaine in the world. And I ended up getting like an A- on my term paper, which gave me a D-, which made me just pass the class. So, you know, I've got a D before too. It wasn't because I was being dumb. And so when she said that, I was like, well, that's, you know, a different way of putting it. You know, Teddy's like, you know, she's a lot like you. Sometimes she just has things going on. But I think it's more than her being lazy, because Tina was saying she's just lazy. And he was like, you know, do you think she's depressed? And she's like, I don't like that word. I'm not gonna speak that into my child. You know, I don't believe in any of that stuff. But you believe that you were suicidal. You believe that you were depressed. You were in a state of suicidal depression and all these different feelings and emotional and mental stages of pain. You were in them when your husband cheated on you. So how can you then say that your daughter, you won't speak that into your daughter or even acknowledge that can be what's going on with her? Again, mental health, mental illness is real. Even things as simple as a child being depressed. And my thing is, you and her daddy on TV every week talking about an affair. You think that girl ain't in school dealing with stuff? You think she don't see, hear, and know what's going on with y'all? So my thing is, if your child grades start slipping right after daddy get caught cheating on mama with 15 women for 13 years, you don't think she can be depressed about what's going on in her family life? You don't think that's what it is? You gonna say she lazy and she bringing home dumb effort and she... I was like, Tina, girl, bye. Is what I thought. So, Teddy then said, I know you don't like that word, but, she's going through some things, teenagers have things going on with them too, and we have to acknowledge those, So I think you need to help us speak encouragement into her. I totally agree. Figure out what's going wrong before you tell that girl that she's making a dumb effort and that she better not bring no D's home to this house. Figure out what's wrong. It could be because mama angry ass tried to kill daddy. Mama crazy ass tried to will destroy daddy car, and then she made a whole album about it. You know what I'm saying? And they all on TV about it. You think Blue Ivy at home mad her mom made a whole song about her daddy? Well, she don't know because she a kid. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's that I'm like, you can't just say a kid is being lazy because they grade step, especially when there are family issues going on. And there are family issues going on. Let's be clear. Because as much as you want to say y'all free of that situation, y'all ain't. So he then says, I need you to help her. I need you to be more attentive to her, and it's kind of make it less about her grades and let's figure out what's wrong with her. I agree with that. That's not him saying forget her grades. We don't care if she get bad grades. We're gonna excuse her bad grades and focus on something else. It's saying let's figure out the root of the issue so that we can fix the whole issue and not just make her feel like we don't care about how she's feeling. I might come through Teddy with the emotion. Now Teddy, you still ain't nothing because you cheated on Tina. Let's be honest. Okay, you ain't nothing because you cheated on Tina. But in this aspect, you were definitely the voice of reason. And Tina definitely, to me, looked crazy. So he even brought up how she had broke down crying to him. Because they said how she's going through things. And she's like, she did what? See, you up here calling her dumb and saying she doing dumb effort and she crying to her daddy. Why? Because her mama is crazy. And Tina does say, maybe I'm like my father and I'm being a little bit more hard on the kids when it comes to grades. And I need to be more easygoing like Teddy. Y'all don't both have to be easygoing, but you can't be that mean mama who, when something go wrong, the kid dumb, and you fuss for 20 minutes. I mean, come on now, pray about that. So, there's then a Mary rehearsal for the show, and this, damn, it started to be long, it's 18 minutes. It's a rehearsal for the show. Tina and I focus on how she's having to focus on being a mother and being a wife, and the group stuff, and her solo stuff. So, you mean you dealing with life? I mean, you dealing with life. It's, and that's just a part of what it is. I'm thinking about having to leave my husband and my kids on the road. But you already said you've done it your whole life. Okay? You've done it your whole life. You can't be stressing because you're leaving Teddy and think Teddy gonna cheat. I need you to let that go. So, after rehearsal, she's so stressed she starts crying. And Erica looking at her like, what? Okay, what is going on here? It was, it was a lot. So, next we see Goo. Goo was styling a little bit. She's a friend of hers who just recently had gastric bypass surgery, so she's lost a lot of weight. And she's doing a new photo shoot for the weight that she lost and things like that. So Goo brings up to the girl, who's her friend, how I think the girl had just had plastic surgery. And the girl said, well, yeah, I had a tummy tuck, I had my arms done, I had my legs. She had all this, but she had the excess skin removed. And we know that is a symptom, or not a symptom, but it comes from having gastric bypass surgery. You lose a lot of weight. There's a lot of excess skin, and you either you have to either get it surgically removed or you just kind of live with it, and it's very discomforting. So yeah. So what was she talking about? So they were just talking, and come to find out, Goose is how she has not told her family this, but she is contemplating having plastic surgery to have her excess of skin removed because she has also lost a lot of weight. So she was like, on her arms, her tummy, her breasts are probably lower because when you lose weight, the skin, it's, and people say, oh, well, you can just exercise and exercise and exercise. When you are a big girl, and I'm a big girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big girl. And, just transparency, if I was to lose the amount of weight that Goo has lost, or that girl had lost, it would be excess skin, and I would want to cut the fuck off. Honestly, I would. And the surgery is expensive. It is not covered by most insurances. So, Goo was just having reservations about because it's a surgery. There are always complications with it. She brought up how Kanye West mama died from that particular surgery. I think hers was other things besides just the surgery itself. But it is, a difficult surgery, depending on what you get done. So she's basically going to go have a consultation for possible skin removal surgery. So her and the girl does go to her consultation for the plastic surgery, and she does this robe, but she's like, I have the excess skin on my stomach, on my arms, and she's like, why you at it, lift my boobs up, because if you gonna have it done, like, don't go half-ass. If you are going to commit to having the surgery done, I would honestly suggest for any person get as much done as they can. Just because excess skin can be very aggravating. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen people who have had that surgery and then when the skin, is loose, and it's crazy. I like my body. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Am I in a stage of getting healthier? Absolutely. Positively, I can honestly say that I am. But, it's a lot to go through, to have to go through that surgery. Because it's the thing of, do you keep the skin, basically, and not do the surgery because the surgery can be dangerous, or do you have the surgery and hope for the best? So, she just had the consultation and, kind of seeing that it wouldn't be a lot to it, as far as what she wanted done, but it's still complications to it, with a tummy tuck and the arms and sleeve and all this extra stuff. So she brought two friends. She brought the girl who had gastric bypass surgery, she's maybe like 3 months post-op from her skin removal surgery stuff, and then a guy too. Now the guy was like, I don't think you should do it. I think you look fine. You look great. You know what I'm saying? And you are great within yourself. I don't think you should do it just because of complications. Whereas the girl was saying, do whatever makes you feel better. And that's all anybody can do. What else happened? Of course, Erica was sad because she's missing Warren. Her and Warren are not together on their anniversary. So she calls him and they're kind of chit-chatting and everything when she's on layover. But they're trying to hurry up and get to Africa. So, they do make it to Africa. They do perform. They had a lot of sound problems with, like, the backing track and things. So that was very frustrating for them. Something is always in my eye. And then, but when they were performing, the performance was good. It doesn't even seem like the crowd noticed that the backing track, I don't know what's I'm so sorry, y'all. It's driving me crazy. Real moments, okay? Real moments. So the audience didn't even seem to notice that the backing track wasn't working. That it was like the background singing stuff. Well, they performed a couple of songs and it was good. I thought it was a good performance, but of course I wasn't there. When they got off stage, they were saying, it was crazy how the music was messed up and how the backing track wasn't playing correctly. And how they wish they could, do it over, that Africa deserved better, and they'll come back later to do a better show. So, while they're in the car, Erica hear her song playing. I love God. You don't love God? What's up with you? I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? So that song was playing. She's like, they're playing my song. I love him. And she's like, okay, they play my song, I'm going to go sing it. Now, they had left the stage as Mary was in their car about to go. And she got out the car and went back on stage and did her song. And I was like, okay. And she like, no, when they played her song, the music and the sound was fine. And she was like, thank God for singles. Now, Tina was on the sideline like, Erica been performing. We gotta go. We gotta get to Manchester. We ain't got time for this. Now, would you be saying that if they played your single song? No, you would not. Y'all know sometimes Tina get on my nerves because she just be extra sometimes. But she did her song and then they left to hurry up to go to the airport. Now on their way to the airport, come to find out, their plane tickets or their flights have been canceled. So the only way that they will be able to make it to their next destination in time was they had to go take a flight that was like an hour earlier. So they had to literally like rush to the hotel to rush to get to the airport. So of course the episode went off with them trying to rush to get to the hotel. And Tina like, oh my God, all this stress. I haven't been this stressed in so long. But my thing is, you put yourself in this all the stress because you said yes. You booked this show without talking to Erica. Tina, you did this. So you have to just suck it up and do it. Erica kept saying that's going to be tight. We shouldn't do it. You wanted to. It's Africa. We have to. So, at this point in time, girl, go. So, and that's how the episode went off with them rushing to the airport, or trying to get to the airport, hoping they can get there in time to make their show in Manchester. And that was the whole review. So, I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I hope you guys I hope you guys loved my Mary Mary review. Until next time.